Oh, wait, you weren't in focus.
Sounds like I have an elephant in my car.
An elephant.
That's what I hear.
Sounds sad.
A sad elephant when I roll down my window. My elephant is sad that I'm rolling down my window.
Your was so weird.
Trouble, stay away from my door. Trouble, stay away from my door. Trouble, come back, don't come around no more. Trouble, stay away from my door. Never stay away from my home. Never stay away from my home. Never go on back and leave my soul alone. Never stay away from my home.
Note to the video editor. You need to flip this because I'm backwards. I'm in selfie mode. Not that I'm backwards, because I might be backwards, but anyway, you know what I mean. Anyway, welcome to the video. In this video, we're working. As you can see, I'm currently working now also, but I'm in the Midwest. This video takes place in Arizona. We spent 6 months working patrols on a solar farm being built, and it's a lot of fun.
Right.
One day after arriving at our new RV park, and the trouble has started already.
Water connection. Got a spray of water, and if you move the pipe at all, a lot of water comes out. Also, this is really corroded.
Elizabeth was worried that they would accuse us of damaging the water spigot when we connected our water line, but they did no such thing. Within an hour of our call notifying them of the leak, there was a guy there who removed all the old piping and replaced the spigots with all new plumbing. We, Elizabeth and I, were provided a truck to patrol with. The other couple we worked with, Marshall and Aaron, were also provided a truck to patrol with. Together, we were all responsible to have 2 trucks patrolling for 12 hours during the nights on weekdays and 24 hours on the weekends and holidays. Our job was to patrol the whole of the solar farm to prevent theft of equipment, deter trespassing, and stop vandalism of the solar farm infrastructure. In the beginning, we had to patrol in amongst all the solar zones because they didn't have all the fence lines up. And by the end of it, they had all the fences up, so we were just patrolling around the outside of the fence. We weren't allowed inside the fence because the solar panels were powered up. On the work truck, we had to have flashy lights going on all the time while we were driving. They were irritating as all get out. The reflection of the lights flashing in the windshield drives you insane. Beth decided that we needed to make shades for them. It's shady now. Installing our custom light diverter, neurodivergent person light diffuserator. These were constructed of sheets of chloroplast, like what the typical roadside stick-in-the-ground signs are made of. Then sprayed with a plastic-friendly spray paint.
So that just screws back up there through the regular screws. We'll see how that handles the 100+ degree heat that this truck is going to be subjected to over the next few weeks.
Yes, it was 107 yesterday.
Right. So this basically is just hanging on by this and then the tape on the front.
We had to switch to the high heat version of the double-sided tape.
We're good to go.
It looks. And they worked, and yeah. Next patrol truck we get that has to run lights, we're making another set. At first, Elizabeth and I worked opposite shifts. I would come in at 5 p.m. and work till 11 p.m. Elizabeth would come in at 11 p.m. and work till 5 a.m. The other couple did the same thing. That worked at first, but then Aaron suggested that we all work in tandem, and Elizabeth and I could run both trucks working from 5 p.m. to 11, and Aaron and Marshall would come in at 11 and work till 5. That worked out great. That allowed us enough time to go out and explore, and we got to see some of Arizona around the area we worked. The area was near Saddle Mountain, and we got to go out and explore around Saddle Mountain because there were a ton of roads. There was a road that on the map went all the way around it, and we got the bright idea to circumnavigate Saddle Mountain. And then we came to a wash that was just so incredibly washed out.
The road comes from up there, and it goes this way.
So we wound up going another day and circling around the other direction, and coming back to that wash and filming the wall that stopped us. Kind of got almost all the way around before we got stopped. There's
a good ledge here, and it's all washed out here. And you'd have to try, when you bump in, you'd have to try not to bounce.
Cameras lie. They never show how steep it is in real life.
But this would take a lot of rock stacking, I think, to get filled back in because it washed out bad.
And if you get stuck, well.
And that's why we turned around.
Anymore, I will turn around if an obstacle gets too dicey. It's just too much to gamble with when you only have one vehicle to get you where you want to go. The views from Saddle Mountain were expansive, and we found a rock covered in petroglyphs. It had an amazing view of our solar farm, a little bit of the past with a little bit of the present.
You didn't realize that's just 3, and then 1, 2 are way at the end.
Close to the solar farm was a set of rocky hills that the locals used as a backstop for an informal shooting range. It had the best view of the solar farm layout and gave us the opportunity to scout out new patrol routes on our day off.
Look at this.
The RV park had environmentally appropriate landscaping for a desert environment, mostly cactus and palo verde. One night, driving to work, we were surprised and delighted to see the Peruvian apple cactus was in bloom. It only blooms at night, and each bloom will be gone by morning. A special treat for night moths and us late shift workers.
Come on, phone. Oh, the dogs are at the back of the lot. Yeah.
Besides the stray dogs, we saw many other creatures in the dark, like this praying mantis.
Oh, there he is.
And this creature, which turned out to be an arachnid of the Solifugae species, known as a camel spider, wind scorpion, or sun spider. Despite the names, they are neither spiders nor scorpions. There were kit foxes.
Now is the perfect time to visit Anchorage.
And jackrabbits. And the other normal unjackrabbit, which we did not bother to photograph. The nights were also full of man-made mysteries, like why are all these lights flashing? And who is out shooting large amounts of ammo in the middle of the night? Invariably to be followed up by someone else collecting brass by headlamp or flashlight. Don't these people ever sleep? Eventually, the water trucks would arrive, signaling the coming of the dawn and the arriving crews.
Found a baby rattlesnake. He's very, very small. Here's my finger. Oh, I'm gonna get too close to him.
This is a juvenile Sidewinder rattlesnake.
Right, other little babies around. I'm gonna have to be careful. I was just out picking up some garbage along the road, stretching my legs for a few minutes. He's very cute. Very, very small. That's what he looks like. It's very chilly out, so he's not moving very much. I'm not gonna disturb him. The snake, the snake. He's so tiny. It's a little baby.
She later found the typical J-shaped tracks of a larger snake nearby. The dust was so fine that it perfectly captured the impression of the snake's ventral scales as it moved across the ground. The dust was great to capture the fine details of a snake's belly, but not so great to work in. I'm not driving in reverse. That is the wind. Winding. That's crazy. All the dust made keeping the vehicles clean almost impossible, but we did our best to try, frequently blowing out the filters and spraying off the truck. Our contract states our trucks must be kept client ready. I hope they're ready for a dirty truck. It wasn't always dusty. Sometimes it rained. You know the saying, when it rains, it pours. This is especially true of the rainy season in the desert Southwest. Those desert rains do one thing well. They bring out the flowers. There were no roses to stop and smell, but there were plenty of other flowers to stop and film for social media. See the difference? These beauties are Arizona poppies. Even the creosote bushes were blooming. Elizabeth found this colony of leafcutter ants. The workers were busy harvesting creosote bush leaves and blossoms, carrying them back to their burrow. There was a distinct division of labor. The harvesters dropped their burden at the door, while a different crew carried the pieces down into the deep, where the materials would be processed to grow a fungus which the colony could then feed upon. Nature is pretty dang cool. Over the weeks, then months, we became pretty familiar with some of the local wildlife. Like this roadrunner, seen here taking a dust bath. And this hawk, which we saw almost daily. My favorite was this kid fox, which had a den very close to one of our patrol routes. He looks regular fox size here, but is in fact about the size of a half-grown cat. And of course, every bush seemed to have its own lizard.
What was that beeping?
It's my camera.
Not every wildlife shot was good. This was the best one I got of the local ground squirrels. Then, one dark night, I spotted something strange in the sky. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? A missile? A UFO?
I am not sure yet. That is
Crazy!
I know.
I thought it was a rocket, but it's definitely not a rocket, is it?
I have no idea what it is.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Definitely going to be something I Google tonight.
This is nuts!
This is, in fact, a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launched from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. And yes, it is the Space Force Base. It's no longer the Air Force Base.
Wow.
It is awesome. I'm getting it on video.
Yeah, Erin pulled over and she's recording it, so I figured I'm just going to watch it. I got a couple photos, but this is crazy. Is there supposed to be a rocket launch tonight?
I did not know they launched rockets out here.
Look, there's something coming off of it. That's got to be a piece of it, right? Like that, a stage of it ejected?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh, well, I just wanted you to see it. I'm going to call Erin and see what she's seeing over there.
I'm pretty sure I couldn't have missed it.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to give Erin a call. I just wanted you to see that.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Fall turned into late fall, and Thanksgiving arrived. The crews were off for the holiday, so we were working around-the-clock shifts, but that didn't keep us from celebrating our favorite holiday. We coordinated with our fellow guards to have a midday feast between running our patrols. As it turned out, Marshall was a talented grill master with his own smoker.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that's done.
That's beautiful.
All that worrying for nothing.
Yeah, look at that.
That looks
That's
tasty,
Norman.
Marshall.
Norman Rockefeller right there.
The ladies made all the usual sides: mashed potatoes, rolls, dressing, sweet potato casserole, and of course, pumpkin pie. It was all very delicious. The days rolled on. we extended our drives further north. We found some pretty and potential future teardrop camping sites on the land bordering the Hummingbird Wilderness area.
He's got to find the perfect place to take the photo of the truck. Here, there's a good view right here in this direction.
No, this was not one of the campsites. No sane person would camp near these cholla.
Here, you can use these choyas as your background. Watch where you step. There's lots of babies. Whoa.
That one like exploded.
Oh yeah, see?
Oh yeah.
You got your frame right
Yeah,
there.
that's good.
Right about where I'm standing. Here.
Yep.
Wait, wait, wait.
I can't stand where you're standing. I can't stand where you're standing. Two people can't take up the same space in the universe.
Just haven't tried hard enough. All right. Don't.
I'm doing it.
Don't.
I'm gonna pet the cactus.
Don't. Don't.
Oh, I'm too far.
I can put the choya on this side.
Don't. No. Don't.
It's just
We got a wider truck.
a wider truck. Wow, this is pretty.
Yeah.
So that cactus says that we need to go the other way. And he's very excited to see us.
You need to turn back.
And look, he's excited to see you.
Turn around. Oh, I don't want to turn around.
Just back up slowly. I'm Arizona there, man.
Nice. And, as always, we had to stop and take a closer look at any old vehicles we found, along with every hole in the ground.
Yep. It's a hole in the ground. You can see light in there.
Can you really?
Yeah, that's creatures have been down here pooping. I'm not gonna go through.
Back at work, we had a new patrol route. The company put in a new road so we could patrol around the northernmost blocks. It wasn't a great road, or very comfortable to drive. I believe that sometimes the main purpose of something is to be so rough as to make everything else smoother by comparison, thus contributing to lower expectations. And if you have lower expectations, you are less likely to be disappointed. In the future, I can say, at least it isn't as crappy as that road around Zone 1-2. Nearby, we discovered an old well.
Wow. That was cool. Yeah, they rock.
Excuse me, ma'am. That's not a rock. Fun is what you make it when driving for hours through the lonely desert.
Cool. Yep. Just making sure that it is secure over here.
Then came Christmas and New Year's, and over 2 weeks of back-to-back 12-hour shifts as the crew were all on their holiday vacation. Okay, it's my last circuit around the zones on Christmas Eve. Elizabeth had said she was doing something as a special holiday surprise. After all, we were all working extra hours, far from our family and friends. Arizona. It is here. Read this. It is a Christmas cactus. Turn my lights on. There. It turned out the real Christmas miracle was the ribeye steaks gifted to us by the site manager and expertly grilled up by Marshall.
Get your motor running. Head on the highway.
It's not motorcycles. I thought with
it's
all
not
the headlights
motorcycles.
it was motorcycles, but it's just 3 vehicles.
Well, that's less exciting.
Wow. Traffic.
Traffic. That brings the total up to like 6 for the entire day.
I know. And 2 side-by-sides. Ah, yes, the sky. For example, this is what it looks like when you combine a dust-fueled sunset, a sudden rain shower, and the sun breaking through in the last seconds of the day. We took a lot of photos and videos. Behold, the western sky. last one was the second rocket launch. After the rainy season, a herd of cattle appeared. We frequently saw them grazing in the area next to the solar blocks.
And I looked at him, and he looked at me. What's up? How are you today? What you doing?
No matter how many times Elizabeth stopped and talked to them, they never let her get too close.
That's okay, I'm leaving.
If not friend, why friend shape?
Either we chased away the hummingbirds or they're elsewhere.
Haven't heard any.
This thing would be covered with them.
Usually they're very vocal.
Yes, you got a bug. Try to go up your nose.
Bug. We're walking. We're finding flowers.
This flower and some others.
Back at the laydown yard, the stray dogs had made themselves a den underneath the Learning Center trailer and raised a batch of chubby pups.
You're too close. You're too close.
Mom and Dad refused to be tamed, but the pups were usually receptive to a treat and a scritching.
Boop, 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 boop.
I'm going to run back up to the entrance
All right.
and sit if you want to play with the puppies a while.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play with them a few minutes. I think the more that they're handled, are really hard to get a good video of. What are you doing, Goose? You're being a silly boy. Here you go.
They all eventually found a home down at a ranch in Mexico. Or so they said. Winter went slowly past. We enjoyed the mild temperatures and sunny days. Besides picking up garbage, Elizabeth started a new hobby of picking up rocks. Turns out, Saddle Mountain is well known around the rock-hounded communities for a type of chalcedony. As explained by Google, It forms when silica-rich water from past volcanic activity cools inside gas bubbles and rock cracks, yielding milky, swirly, pink, druzy specimens. Many have a texture known as botryoidal, but it's lumpy bumpy. Of course, we had to take a bag full of specimens home with us. Because why not? Beth also found this perfectly preserved bottle. Drink Barks, it's good. What further reason do you need? As for the job, what more is there to say? The flowers bloomed, the dust blew, we did our patrols, and the days and nights passed by.
Baby. Woo. Client ready.
Overall, this was a good gig for us. We enjoyed the area, our coworkers were great, and the client, especially the manager, treated us very well. There were some bad things that happened, some even tragic, but none of that directly involved us. We didn't feel it was appropriate to share the details. That is someone else's tale to tell. If you're interested in this line of work and you have any questions, please ask in the comments or send us an email. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last day. Woo! Here we are. This is our last night working, and we're actually going to get to go somewhere and have fun. So, hopefully tonight will be like all the other nights we've had and be very uneventful. And this will be great. And tomorrow we're going to get up and we're going to be free. And I'm so happy. Hey. And now, one more wildlife encounter.
Look, he's got it on the other side. What's shining the flashlight?
Get him!
Trouble, stay away from my door. Trouble, stay